Hey everyone, it's Jared here with Heat Press Nation, and today I'm going to show you how to press these awesome 20-ounce Sublimation tumblers with the HPN Signature Series mug press and tumbler heating attachment. Alright, so here we have a printed transfer for our 20-ounce Orca Sublimation mug. This is going to be one of our tall tumblers, and you'll see here that there's two lines indicating where to trim. Now this dotted line right here with the scissors, this is kind of a loose cutoff. You don't, just to kind of get rid of this extra flap right here. So I'm gonna trim this really loose. You don't really need any precision right here. You're just trying to get rid of that extra flap of material. Move that out of the way. Now what you do want is, right here where it says trim to edge, you do want to trim like less than a millimeter, like right on the inside of your print. If you leave a little bit of white on the cutoff, that is actually gonna transfer onto your mug. So on your tumbler, I'm sorry, the tumbler is gonna have a thin white strip. So you actually want to go like so. I'm going to use my ruler and my blade for this one, and I'm actually going to cut right on the inside of my print, and you'll see what I mean in just a moment. And by doing so, we're going to give ourselves a nice seamless print. There we go. I don't know if you can see, there's a little bit of ink on this part that got cut away. That's perfectly fine. This is going to give us a nice seamless transfer onto our tumbler. Alright, so we have our Orca 20-ounce Sublimation tumbler, a tall skinny tumbler. When you're prepping this, you're going to want to remove the cap, set that aside, and then sometimes there's like little cards with information inside. You want to pull that out, make sure there's nothing inside when you're doing your tumbler. I'm going to lay it down, just kind of get a rough estimate of where everything's at. Now this template does come with a little bleed on top and on bottom. And I love that because it helps me align my transfer, make sure everything's straight. Now the inside part where we cut it right to the edge, that's gonna go on the inside, of course. And then where you see the little extra white strip, that's gonna be on the outside. It's a tight fit. If you wanna leave a little bit more, by the way, you can leave a little bit more right there if it helps you set up your transfer. And so what I'll do is I'll usually hold it in place and kind of in like a twisting motion, just pull it over. You want to make sure the transfer is tight over the surface of the mug. So what I kind of do is, I'll just do this like little twisty motion here. And as I'm rotating with one hand, with my thumb, I'm like pressing it over to make sure that the transfer is like pulled firmly and tightly over the surface. With a piece of heat tape here, I'll usually even like pull that tight. Make sure it's held nice and in place. Start with the center, keep it in place, and then we just kind of work our way out. You want to make sure that's just pulled tight and taped down. You don't want any gaps or anything like that. We're going to do it again right here. Start it there, and then again we're just going to pull it over like so. And since that's not very cute, I want it. There we go. Make sure we have a full tape surface from top to bottom, and then we're actually good to go to put this into our heat press. Okay, so here we have our 20-ounce Orca Sublimation tall tumbler. I'm going to place this in here. And my pressure was already set before getting here, so we're just going to close that and let it go. Now, for time, I have mine set to 70 seconds. We recommend about 60 to 90 seconds. Depending on your artwork, for this particular transfer, 70 seconds is going to work just fine. And we have our temperature set to 365 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, 70 seconds down. That's the first half of our press. We're going to kind of rotate our tumbler to the other side and press it for another 70 seconds. Okay, now it's very important that you have some heat-resistant gloves for this next step. Our transfer is complete, but it's very hot. So I actually got my barbecue gloves right here, and look at that. There we go. So this is actually done. We're just gonna set it aside to cool down for a few moments before we peel it. Okay, so here we have our 20-ounce Orca Sublimation tumbler, and let's go ahead and peel it. It's nice and cool. You can see I'm handling this with my bare hands, and there we go. So we're gonna get this tape off right here. One last piece to go. There we go. Okay. Oh, that looks beautiful. Check that out. All finished. This is the 20-ounce Orca Sublimation Tumbler. Done full bleed, top to bottom, full wraparound. And yeah, man, that looks absolutely beautiful. Check that out. This is done with the HPN Signature Series Sublimation Mug Press with the brand new tumbler attachment. And that's how you press a sublimation tumbler with the HPN Signature Series mug press and tumbler heating attachment. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to my expert representative at support.heatpressnation.com. Once again, I'm Jared with Heat Press Nation, and thanks for watching.